Welcome to my salon studio suites out here on Linden Road in Flint, Michigan. We have a beautiful young lady here. Her name is Amber Mitchell, and she has a suite inside called Walk of Faith. She is a beautiful hair designer, braids, colors. Also, she does facial masks, and we're getting ready to take a wonderful tour inside of her personal studio, which is located inside my salon suites. How are you, Amber?
I am doing wonderful.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell our audience the address out here?
We are located at 3192 South Linden Road, or if I give a landmark, I always say right next door to TJ Maxx. Everybody knows where TJ Maxx is. And we are in a strip mall.
Thank you. Okay, we are getting ready to go inside of my studios to see Amber Mitchell's wonderful suite called Walk of Faith.
Okay, here we go. We'll give you a tour. Everything is digital. There we go.
Oh, this is beautiful.
This is our lobby. Because of COVID right now, we don't have anyone sitting in here right now. Once everything is clear, then we will put the chairs back in so people can wait. All right. We have another door we have to go through.
Well, lock and key.
This is like one big circle, and it's like almost like a horseshoe. So we're going to walk around. There are 26 suites here, and everybody does different things in their suites, and they decorate them however they feel.
Okay.
So
This
we're
is
gonna go
beautiful.
this way.
Okay.
This is Teresa. Yeah, she does hair and color. I call this the safari room because I love her wallpaper on there. Some of the rooms are private. They have curtains. This is Coco's room. She does color and hair. All right, this is Kaylee's room. She just specializes in color.
Okay.
These are our restrooms here.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Then we also have a utility room there.
Okay, beautiful.
These sections here will be new suites. We have 5 of them, and they're all reserved except for one. So we have one opening left.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah. This right here, this is not finished, but this will be, we're having a tattoo artist come in, and this will be his suite. And it should be done in about 3 months. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, so, and this is the other side. And these are some more rooms here. This is the spa room. Yes. Okay. And you come. This is where I will be doing. I do facials in here. So anyone that wants a facial, this will be the room that we do our facials in. And this is our equipment here that we have. And I share this with 2 other girls as well, and they are stylists as well.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and some of them are not here. I love her. She loves Harley Davis motorcycles. Okay. So this is her suite. And this is another suite. They do braids in there. Here, she does braids. And this is another suite here. I think she's new, and I think she does makeup and hair. And then this is Miss Linda. This is my neighbor.
Hi, Miss Linda.
Yeah, and she does hair and color, and she is wonderful. I love her.
Happy name.
Yes,
All
we
right.
are. And then this is me.
Walk of Faith Salon,
Faith Salon
Suite
Studios,
203,
203. Yes.
Amber Mitchell.
There are three. I have a window. I do have a window suite, and usually I will keep these up unless the client wants privacy, and then I'll pull the shades down. There are three window suites, and I have this is the largest one, but they go by different sizes.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Well, Amber, I tell you, this is such a beautiful place that you have. I mean, I just feel like luxury. This is like the places that you go when you're visiting Atlanta. I know when I'm there, I always have to stop in the studios, because I just love to be glamored on and dialed on. And this is just so exciting and so beautiful and lavish. And what I like about it is that each individual suite is private.
Yes.
I see where you can pull the drapes down and close off everything for people in case if they don't want people to see they're getting extensions in their hair or even dye. Because sometimes I know that people don't want to, they don't want people seeing what they're doing in their hair secretive. Do you run into that a lot?
Sometimes, but I have a window suite, and so I'll ask them. I said, "Do you want me to pull the shades down for privacy?" "Oh no, I want to see. I love the view. I love the view." So, as long as they're comfortable, I'm comfortable. And they love the room. I usually have music going on, or if I have the little ones that I'm doing, we watch SpongeBob or some cartoon that we have on, the Road Runner or Bugs Bunny. We have on something that the children love, and of course they definitely want the shades up because they want to see everything. Or that's my dad. I see my dad's car coming. Okay.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, I would like for Amber to just take her time and tell us about out here, the location, how you got out here, your start. Just give us a little brief walkthrough about Amber out here at Walks of Faith. Go ahead, Amber.
Well, Walk of Faith Salon Studios. I was ready for a change. I've always worked in salon in someone else's salon. And I had a pastor say, you've been doing this since 2000 and it's time for you to have your own. So, I was a little nervous about that, because when you step out on your own, regardless of what business it is, you're stepping out on faith. And so I said, okay, but I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't move. And so actually his name is Pastor John Atkins. And he just kept saying, Amber, start your own. And I said, okay. And then some months would go by and I was just really fearful. And so one day I received a card in the mail about my salon suites, and I never thought that they would come to Michigan. Will come to Flint because they're all over the country. So I'm thinking. I said, okay, I'm gonna do this. And so I received a card in the mail about my salon suites. This place here actually was a Chinese restaurant. Right. And so when I first came here to look at it, there was nothing. It was just open space, and I really liked the windows, and they wanted me to get a window suite. And I said, wow. I said, okay. So I said, okay, I'm going to do this. And I did. At first, I didn't know what the name was going to be yet, but I was nervous, but I was doing it nervous. I was doing it afraid. And I just, I prayed and I said, okay, Lord, I'm stepping out on faith here. What should I name my business? And so it took maybe about 2 or 3 weeks, and all of a sudden I heard Walk of Faith Salon Studios, and I was like, Walk of Faith? First I was thinking I can just use my name, but because Walk of Faith really does not sound like a studio name, a salon name, but it's unique and it's different. And I've had people come to me just because of the name. You know, people, I get new people all the time. And I had a lady, actually, her and her husband have moved here from Ohio. And she came in and she saw my card. And she said, your name was enough for me. And come to find out, she's a minister at one of the churches here, and I've been doing her almost like every 2 to 3 weeks. And so I said, okay, Walk of Faith, the Salon Studios, it is. So I just waited until these were ready. I was working across the street in the mall, and the suites were ready, I think the second week in November of 2019. I came January 2nd. Everything was ready. I said, first I had this one color and it was too dark. So then the manager, Kim, she said, well, let's go with a lighter color. So I said, okay. So I wasn't for sure on this color. I was like, she said, it's bright. And then I panicked. I said, bright. I said, oh my God. I said, real, real bright. But when I saw it, I kind of liked it. And once I got everything in here, it felt real nice and cozy. And once I got everything in, they supply you with your chairs, your cabinets, your shampoo bowls, and everything else you have to put in, however your personality is. So usually I have music going. I have a TV up here. Sometimes if I don't have a client, I will watch TV, whether I love Joyce Meyer, so she's on there now. And so usually I will watch Joyce, or either I may watch a movie, or I'll listen to some music. I usually like jazz, or I'll listen to gospel music in here. And then sometimes I may read. But usually I'm busy, so a lot of times I don't have a lot of downtime. And I've been growing, I've been doing well, and I'm just taking it one thing at a time.
Let me throw this in because I don't want Amber to forget this. Amber, tell us about how you actually started liking to do hair. I want you to go back to when you were telling me about when you first discovered that you really like doing hair. Because she has a beautiful story, and you need to know this, because she's not just somebody that just said, I'm just going to do hair. She has a love and a passion for doing hair. That's a wonderful thing.
Well, I was working in a salon, but not doing hair. This was back in 1995, and it was Unique Impressions. Gloria Macklin was the owner there, and yeah, and so and so one day, I brought my daughter in because I was doing facials and massages at the time, and so one day I brought my daughter in, and Gloria looked at me, and because I was doing her hair, and she says, "Oh, you can do hair." I said, "Yeah, I have 3 girls." "Oh, you're going to go to school to do hair." I said, "No, I'm not, Gloria. I am not going to school." "Oh, yeah, you are." I said, "No, I'm serious. I'm not going to school." "Yes, you are." Now, I did not know that Gloria was an instructor at Mott Community College for hair, for the cosmetology program. Never knew that. And I think I had been working for her for about 1.5 years, not knowing that she taught hair. So I eventually started school. I love hair. I love doing hair. And also, as I began my journey in this, I'm kind of old school because I started back in 2000. And back then, they were really heavy into conditioning treatments. I mean, heavy. It wasn't per se the style. Of course, you want a good style, but you want to be concerned about the integrity of the hair. And so there was a lady that came in, and she has a lot of shedding going on. And I'm like, we need to do some protein treatments. Your hair is made of protein or keratin. And so I said, let me start like a banana. I had banana or coconut protein treatment. And I started to grow her hair. And ever since then, it's just a matter of me always wanting to do conditioning treatments. There was a little girl, and I'm not going to get into the details of it, but her hair was pulled out. All this was pulled out. And so they asked me, can you do anything with this, with her hair? And I said, well, bring her to me every 2 weeks. I will give her protein treatments, and then I will give her conditioning treatments. So we did that, and then slowly but surely her hair started to grow back. Now I can braid it, and it looks like it's never been touched. Well, my girlfriend said, you know what? We're going to call you the conditioning queen, because I am heavy into conditioning. The hair is important that you condition. A lot of stylists, they're into styling. And styling, you want a good style, of course, but you want to be very, very heavy into conditioning. Whether if it's a protein treatment, a Malibu treatment, some type of conditioning. So I am heavy into that. I talk more about that than I do the style. Usually, my majority of my clients are natural. Then I have a few that are that do have relaxers in their hair. I have relaxer in my hair. I wear ponytails all the time. I am the ponytail queen. I love my ponytails because I don't want to be bothered with my hair. I don't want to have to wrap it. I want to curl it. So I keep it up and I put a ponytail in. And that's, that's how I go. But, a lot of ladies, they love the natural look, and a lot of them are into braids. They're I do a lot of retwists on dreads or two-strand twist. And then I have my little ones, and I love my little ones. Because you never know what they're gonna say. That's true. But I love them. I do a lot of braids because a lot of them. If you have a grandparent, they don't know how to do the hair. So, or if a child is adopted, I do have some children that are adopted, and the child is African American, and then the mother or the parents are Caucasian, and they don't know anything about hair, how to do our hair. Right. So what I'll do is I'll braid it, and then usually they bring them in every 2 to 3 weeks, so I can keep it up.
That's a big thing, actually, right now. We have children that are mixed, and they have a different kind of hair texture that maybe mom or dad are not used to. And this is why it's so important to understand that the beauticians do know that. And Amber is one of those beauticians that do know and understand the hair. So you don't have to be ashamed or think that like, oh my God, we're going to hide my child or her hair or his hair is matted, because there is a way to do it. And she can help you and get you equipped with learning how to do those children's hair. And as we had talked about before, you had some experiences with someone that had that particular type of hair, and the parents did not know how to comb it. So this is important. You want to listen to this.
I've had a couple of parents. They were the moms were Caucasian, and they their children was mixed, and they had this beautiful curly hair. Well, the one parent called and said, can you untangle my daughter's hair? Her hair is tangled. I said, okay. I said, bring her in so I can see. I'm looking at her hair, come to find out her hair is not tangled. This is her actual texture. She has curl like our hair, And I said, Mom, I said, have you ever combed her hair? No, I've never put a comb through it. She's always brushed it. And she was, I think, 5. And I said, I have to get a comb through this. And I said, she may cry. Well, do whatever it is you have to do. And so I, combed it, and she cried for a little bit, but I had to comb it, then blow dried it. When I was done, her hair was down to here. Oh, wow. Once I silked it out and everything, I mean, it was beautiful. And then she's in the mirror like, like she's feeling herself, and I tell the mother that this is her texture. You have to get a comb through her hair. Right. The next mother, this girl was 12 years old, and her hair is down to here. She has beautiful hair. Well, the back, some kind of way, it became matted, and it was all the way up here. And I'm going to show, hold this right here. I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
I keep this for educational purposes. Okay.
That's good.
But now, mind you, I'm trying to untangle this, and it's hard. It is, I mean, it is so, I mean, it's hard. You can't even hardly bend it. It was so hard, and it was all, now her hair, mind you, her hair is here, but it was matted all back up here. And I tried for almost 4 hours trying to untangle this, and I couldn't. And so I told her, I said, we're going to have to cut this. And we cut it like into a bob, a curly, because her hair was naturally curly. And we cut it into a bob. It was really, really pretty. But I tell parents, comb your child's hair. Now, she's 12 years old, so she's old enough to actually comb her own hair. But mom has to take responsibility.
Right.
You know, and grandma brought her in, was when I brought her in.
Thank God
But
for grandma.
yes, but I told grandma, I said, you tell mom that she has to take responsibility for her daughter's hair. Even though she's 12, she's old enough to comb her hair. But you need to make sure that she's combing it. She's combing, getting it combed, not brushing, but combing it. So, preferably we'll get it growing back to where it, you know, it needs to be, because she's still young. Yeah. And then she's a little tomboy too, you know. She keeps it back in a ponytail. It's funny because some kids, they're not girlies, you know. They're, you know, just throw it back in a ponytail and a bun, and they're good to go. And then I got a few that are girly, you know. They want to know, okay, well, I want the bang going this way, and I want a part right here, you know. They're real particular. And then the other ones are like, I don't, just whatever, you know. But it's just important to really keep up with your children's hair. I have 4 girls. So, and they're all grown. They range from
Beautiful
40
beautiful hair.
to 40, 31, 30, and 21. I remember these girls, and I got 5 grands. And, you know, I remember doing their hair. And, you know, when you have girls, you have to be creative. So a lot of times I did braids. I put braids in their hair. So, and then, but I always kept up on their hair. Another thing you have to do is make sure that you keep those ends trimmed. That is so important. Some people do not cut their hair, their ends, and what it does, you have a shaft, and if you don't trim the ends, it flips, and it doesn't lay smooth. So you want to make sure that you trim your ends I want to say every 4 to 6 weeks you should trim your ends. And some girls that I meet, well, I don't go into the salon. I'm like, okay, well, even though you don't go into the salon, you know, because maybe you don't have it in your budget to do your hair, but at least I want to say maybe every just 2 months, just come in and just get your ends trimmed, and maybe get a good protein treatment in your hair, and then go back to wearing it however you know, normally wear it. But I do recommend you getting your ends trimmed, and then getting a good protein treatment.
Amber also has some treats out here, some wonderful treats. And she's going to give the phone number out here so that you can come out here. So whenever you see this broadcast, you be sure that you call and tell them that you saw it on her commercial, so that we can honor this wonderful woman of God, Amber. So Amber, we have those 3 pink bags sitting up there, and she's going to tell about them and also give the location again and the phone number so that you can call and get in touch with Amber so that she can give you one of her wonderful hairdos. Go ahead, Amber.
Okay. I'm going to give you a choice. I'm going to do 3 giveaways. You can either get a peppermint steam facial, or you can get a protein treatment. And whoever wins these, that's what you're going to get. And you have to call me. My number is 810-422-4048. And you can ask for Amber. And the address is 3192 South Linden Road. And I usually give a landmark, and we're right next door to TJ Maxx. And my window is actually right next door to TJ Maxx. So just give me a call, and whoever, I don't know how I want to do this as far as the first 3 people that call, or they can win one of these gift certificates, and then you just tell me what it is that you want. If you want the protein treatment with the style, or if you just want the facial.
Go ahead and give that number again and tell them what they're going to be winning. Again, yes.
The number is 810-422-4048. And you will get either a peppermint steam facial, or you can have a protein treatment and style.
That is wonderful, Amber. I know we're going to be wrapping it up really soon, but before we do, I still want to brag on Amber some more because she's such a wonderful lady. I've been knowing Amber just about all her life, and ever since I've known her, she's always been a positive, upbeat person. And I always tell people, they say, well, when you go get your hair done, what are you looking for in a beautician? Well, first of all, I look at their hair. And Amber has always had beautiful hair. She always looks beautiful. She's always pleasant. She's a person that believes in prayer, and she believes in her prayers. She has shown me through the years that I've known her that she is a fighter. And this type of person that has this type of spirit is the type of person that I invite into my hair. Now, we all know that right now I'm going through the cancer treatments and things, and I lost my hair. And Amber has been also helping me. She's been giving me tips. She introduced me to a lovely young lady, one of the McGee sisters, and she made me up some wonderful cream for my hands so that I could actually, my hands were going dark because of the chemotherapy. And this is the type of person, as I was saying, that Amber is. Amber gets you connected. She not only does she do your hair, but she's a very good, resourceful young lady. She's not afraid to share her blessings. And Elena has truly been a blessing to me. Her name is Elena McGee, and she has been such a blessing to me. And since I've met her, as I was saying, me, her, and Amber, we've had our conversations, and we've been doing just wonderful things for helping other individuals that also are in chemotherapy and have problems and things with their hair. And so before we just line it up, you want to give the information out here again?
For here? Okay. Well, it is Walk of Faith Salon Studio. Everything is digital out here, so you have to push room 203, and then it will ring my room. And we are at 3192 South Linden Road, next door to TJ Maxx. And I would love to do your hair. I would love to have the opportunity to grow your hair. I think you will find this room very relaxing and warming.
Thank you. So remember, come on out here and get your hair done by Amber Mitchell. And also you can contact me, Pastor Cynthia, at the Well Church International Ministries. And also we'll be able to come out and interview you. So you have a blessed day. God bless you, and bye-bye.